Next stage, a man looking for trouble. What can you see beyond the darkness?
When you look beyond the darkness, tell me, what do you see? It's your boy T-I-N-Y to the P. Yeah, he's looking for trouble here on twitch.tv with Crash or Jade or Spyro or Leon Kennedy. Is there a new game to start? Is he doing some art? Maybe knowledge of an 80s children's show to impart? Cause he's plentiferious, vigorous, rigorous. He's damn vociferous when arting or Mario Karting. He's straight carnivorous. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
With a great rate of save states debating his fate, Peter's greeted by emotes of cheaters when people donate. Give him a or a and we'll build up the hype, and I'll struggle to read half the words that you type. So are you ready to go? Come on, what will it be? Are we gaming or painting or watching dated kids TV? Grab a bite, crack a Sprite, dim the lights, sit tight cause the stream's about to start and the mics sound right, boy. Tiny Peter. Tiny Peter.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Boy.
Oh, yeah? That was weird. I didn't look like I was giving no levels for about 2 seconds there, and maybe I wasn't, but it looks like I am now. Hello everyone is what I said, whether you heard it or not, and welcome to a live stream. We're here today to raise some money for charity, so before you all start throwing bits at me as you usually do, this is all we will be seeing today. No robot lady there. Not sure if that is... should I be able to make that happen? But thank you very much there to Dr. Mundy. Let me just... I can't remember whether we historically have had... Okay, well, I will look into this. I will make sure that we get TTS on our CloudBot, our Tiltify things, which we should be able to do, I think. Tiltify, here we go. Just sort it all out live. Flip it! We'll do it live! Where is it? Is it there? Is it hidden somewhere really obscure and difficult to find? Probably. Well, maybe we've not had. I don't think Robot Lady's active for charity streams, says Stephen. Yeah, I can't remember. I think generally she doesn't for charities, but can probably be turned on. Well, I'll read them all myself anyway. So whether you get the Robot Lady or the real human voice, they will be read. So thank you very much indeed to our donors already. We've got Dr. Mundy, who says hashtag historians for Palestine with a $10 donation. Thank you very much. And Stephen Skodes with a $5 donation, who says, hello TP, how are you? How was your weekend? Happy Monday, my dude. Always good to start the week with a TP stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Well, I hope you are too, Stephen. So yes, we are raising money today for the collective collection of charities, which is Creators for Palestine. I think they began... thank you very much to Tide Author Dan from River to the Sea, all the love TTJ for the great work with a $25 donation, very generous. We've got a little goal up there. That's a Spyro, and that is a goal there. And you can donate by heading to the short, easy link is triplej.merp, that's ju.mp/charity, and that will hot link you to TripleJump for Palestine, as we've called it on Tiltify. So you can head over there and find out all about the charities. I did actually, hang on, think about it on my phone. I was going to say, I did actually write down a list of all the causes that fall under the banner, just in case you want to know exactly who you're supporting. So I believe and I may be wrong here, but my understanding is that initially Creators for Palestine started by raising money only for initially for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, the PCRF, but they've now sort of broadened the scope a little bit, and they're also giving some of the proceeds to Medical Aid for Palestinians, that's MAP, UNRWA, UNWRA, the United Nations Relief and Works for Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East, and Heal Palestine as well. So several charities, all of them humanitarian. Who can say anything against giving money to like displaced children and people who really need help? So hey, let's do it, shall we? You can also, of course, subscribe as usual. So thank you, Josh Sedji, for subscribing via Prime for 30 months. Much appreciated. Hello, Wee Carrot XO. Tall to me, Peter. That's who I am. So thank you for dropping in. And yeah, TripleJump.com/charity. You can donate today if you wish, and we're doing it all week as well. So if you can't be here today, come later, or not that you have to be here and watch the stream to donate. You can donate out of hours as well. So if you're watching a VOD, perhaps, whether you're watching a VOD the week this went out or even weeks into the future, I suspect we will probably leave the campaign live for a number of weeks, if not sort of indefinitely, for as long as we're kind of allowed to. So if you're watching a VOD, there's a very, very good chance you can still donate. So there you go. Head to that URL, and we'll be checking in on the lovely donors as we go through and reading messages every now and then. So, yes, okay, I'm just making sure Streamlabs isn't sending the message too often, but it's not. We're fine. So today, as I often do with these charity streams, I'm doing a silly challenge for myself. So in the past, I've done a no flame run in Spyro. I've done a no jumping or no gliding run in Spyro. I can't remember what I've done. No gliding, I think, not no jumping. That would be impossible. I've done no spin challenge in Crash Bandicoot 3. And I think did I get through all of the on foot levels in Crash 3? Perhaps. And actually some of those that I've just listed probably weren't. I think one of the Spyro ones wasn't for charity, and maybe one of them was, question mark, or maybe they were both just Christmas celebrations. But definitely I've done at least one no spin challenge in Crash Bandicoot 3 for a charity in the past, a charity live stream. So that is what we're doing today. We're playing Crash Bandicoot 2 this time. We're playing the Sane Trilogy version, as we did with the Crash Warped challenge that I did. And I'm going to see how much of it I can play today without spinning. Now, not spinning in Crash Bandicoot is... there are ways around it. We'll get to it when I'm hands-on with the game, I suppose. But I will also point out that I don't know if there is even enough time in the day to just... from start to finish, go through every level of Crash 2. I'm not going for the 106%. I'm not grabbing every gem or anything like that. But, so I don't have to stop and break every box. But I will certainly try to get from the start to the finish through every level without doing any spins. And we'll see how far we get. I believe it's possible to get all the way to the final boss, and then you do have to spin because you can't defeat Cortex without spinning. But that is my understanding. It may not be the case. We'll find out, as I say. But yeah, there may not even be time for us to play every level. So we're just going to play as much as we can without any spins, see how far we get. And of course, the forfeit is, if I spin, I donate to charity. So I really have the incentive not to do any spinach. I'm strong to the finish because I eat me spinach. So here we are. Fortunately, I have my save file on this computer. I know we've got no sound actually. Let me turn it on. Here we go. I still have my save file. What percentage are we on? 95% on this PlayStation. So if we do happen to encounter just an impenetrable barrier that I cannot get through, then we'll just have to, make a donation to charity and then quit the level and move on to the next one. So that's going to be handy, potentially. I don't know. So we'll start in Turtle Woods. Oh, you still don't have... I see it. Or do you? Hang on. Yeah, you do. You got audio. You should do anyway. Let me get my chat more visible. Don't disable the button then. Donate to charities instead. Yeah, I'm not using an emulator. Otherwise, I could just turn the spin button off. But no, we're on an actual PlayStation 5 today. So there we go. As a super special bonus, Peter said that every time he spins, he'll personally donate £1,000. How generous is that? Yeah. Find the receipts for where I said that, and I'll do it. But yeah, I will be donating every time I spin. So, no boxes for funsies, says Distorted Chick. What, like intentionally try not to get any boxes? God, I don't know. Is this the level? Is it this one where doing no boxes gets you the gem? One of these levels has that. Oh, it's nice to be playing some Crash. The temptation though to press square, I've already just tried it. So yeah. So for the time being, I'll be jumping on things where I can. Oops. I will spin jump to help me sort of get around, for sure. I can, of course, do a little belly flop like that as well. But if I encounter a box that I want to break, or an enemy that I want to get by, normally by spinning rather than jumping, what I would be able to do if I want it to be cheeky is just slide into it, which pretty much does everything that a spin does. So that kind of defeats the purpose of not spinning in the first place. So I'm going to try and avoid doing slides to break stuff wherever possible. But again, it's there just as a little backup. If all we're trying to prove is whether you can defeat the game with the spinning Bandicoot without being a spinning Bandicoot, then yeah, I mean, sliding is a legitimate tactic for that, I guess. But still, it feels like you're slightly defeating the whole point of the challenge. So really, it's just going to be about me having to be very careful. Like that. That was real careful of me. No, actually, with regards to jump height, so doing a little slide jump, as I've been doing already so far, as you'll see, gets you sort of extra distance, and he'll do a big jump out of it, like that. However, the superior way of jumping in this, and this is going to be an intentional spin. I'm going to make that very clear now. I'm going to do one intentional spin purely for the benefit of those people who do not understand or aren't familiar with Crash Bandicoot. If you spin on your way up out of a sliding jump, you get extra height. So here's a normal spin jump, a slide jump. That's that high, like that. And I believe that intentional spin there got me some extra height. So that is a maneuver I will not be allowed to use in today's stream. So it's going to be a lot of reliance on actual slide jumping. I've got to be careful not to even just scrape that. See, like this is a prime example of if I could do the upwards spin jump, I'd be able to get back up there, but I can't. So now we can't get that box because I jumped down too soon. I mean, I could pay money to charity by giving myself a spin. Let's see, can I get back up here?
Yeah.
No, oh well, I mean, a death abuse will do it, I suppose. And well, I'm dead. I will read a few more of these donations. Thank you very much, everyone who's donated so far. There's plenty of you. Tied off the dam we had with $25. Thank you. Please Stop with a great big $50 donation. Thank you very much. Adi Pramana with a $10 donation. Thank you. Matt Jadeth Evans counting down as ever. Charity stream or not. 26 with $2.50. Thank you very much indeed. MJE. Samuel Benson says Free Palestine and donates $10. Thank you. Thank you all. Forgotten Media 141. Did I do that? Well, it's a subversary. I'd use my subversary to wish a happy birthday to Ben Potter. Hopefully your kids, Billy Ray, Barbara and Pippa, did something special for you. Wouldn't expect your colleagues to get you anything, though. Absolutely not. Hey, I'm not... There's definitely not going to be something in the... well, not the next podcast, actually, because Ben is going to be away for that one. But, hey... Definitely don't expect Ashton and I to have got Ben what I consider to be a fantastic present made for him. But it's Ben's birthday today. He's currently on his jollies, having a lovely time by all accounts, which is great to hear. But oh no! I mean, you know, level 1 of Crash Bandicoot 2, I've died a few times. I think I feel quite like, I don't feel very relaxed with this controller in my hand. I'm having to, like, really, my trigger discipline is, no, am I going to be able to... yeah. It's making me uncomfortable. I've also been playing a lot of Crash 4, so I think I've got the wrong muscle memory in my head as well. I wonder if I could play Crash 4 without spinning. That'll be the next charity stream, I suppose. Wait, what? Have I been spinning? I did that in the I think I did that in the Spyro stream. Peter is unintentionally spinning to break boxes. I might be. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the tapes on that. I believe you. I totally believe you. Because when last time I got to those 2 boxes just then, I almost pressed it and I went, no. In my head, I was like, don't press it. There were definitely 2 when you went down into the lower level. Okay. I believe you. I totally believe you. Right, okay. Oh no. Well, it's all gone wrong. All the backtracking to this point. I kind of do wish I was on the emulator, to be honest, because then I could have disabled the... Well, they're all gone. If I die again, then I'll get another chance, but otherwise... We don't have time to be trying to 100% these levels. So I've done 2 spins, apparently. I believe you. That honestly is like as much of like what the challenge is. It's like, you know, actually remembering not to press the square button after literally decades of on and off Crash Bandicoot gameplay telling me spin, spin, spin. You've done more than 2, but that's okay, you were just warming up. I've done more than 2. I know I did the test one at the beginning, but maybe I've done... Yeah, I have done. Keeping my thumb so far away from the square button. I've got even just the tip of my thumb on the X button, let alone playing it like that. That's how I'm doing it. I'm so scared. My wallet can't take it. Now, I'm not going, as I say, I'm not going for the old hundo %, but Man, how do I... Can I... Oh, I can slide those guys. Okay. But it's still worth me getting as many boxes as I can. Because I've actually died quite a lot already. Okay, well I can't get that box without spinning. I probably could have done if I'd bounced on the turtle, but... Those are all slides. Some kind of div has subscribed for 50 months on a 50-month streak. Wow, that's incredible. Well done. Half a century of months, that's nice. Yeah, congratulations. Oh. Okay. Sliding to victory. Well, we didn't get the gem, but I do already have it, so it's fine. Goodness me. GY Goliath with a great big donation of $75. Thank you so much. Thank you very much indeed for that. It's time to snow go. We are raising money today for Creators for Palestine. TripleJump.com/charity. We're already about halfway to our goal, almost. Oh my god. It's not going well, is it? I'm supposed to be good at these games. Thank god I started on a save file where I had 20 lives or whatever it was. Oh, look at this guy spinning. Not allowed to do that. Do I have to pay money every time they spin too?
Yeah.
Div of some kind donated $10. Thank you very much. Was there a message with that? I don't think so. No, there wasn't. But thank you very much indeed. Why am I trying to get all these? Like, you know, stop for the fruit, but I don't need to stop for all these boxes. Oh no, I panicked. Like, that is a perfect situation where I could have carried on going and done a spin as I arrived on the other side. But because I wasn't allowed to spin, I knew instinctively if I reach the other side of this pit, the seal will kill me. So I just pulled back on the controller in a desperate attempt to make it to safety. And alas, I couldn't reach. Okay. Little slide jump there. Oh, I don't like not being able to do a 2/3 of a triple jump as well. Like, I'm so used to it. You know, generally, the Crash Bandicoot games I play over and over again are Crash Warped, where you have a 2/3 of a triple jump almost immediately. And Crash 4, as I say, I've been playing a lot of. So I'm so used to being able to. That was a skid, I assure you. That was a circle button press. Sometimes if you're that close to the boxes, you can't even see what animation he's doing. Although I think actually it's only if you do a slide. Oops. If you do a slide, then he won't really show the animation. But if you do spin next to boxes, you will still see him spinning. So you should be able to catch me out if I do any actual rogue spinning. How many times can I say spinning in a live stream? That's the question. Scary. Okay, how are we doing this? Don't like that. Let's go down here. For funsies. We're gonna need all the lives and all the fruit we can get. If I do a crouch jump, yeah, you can from a standstill. That's good. That was a skid. I'll try and show the difference actually on next time I have an opportunity. I'll show you what it looks like to slide into a box. That doesn't do it, but oh, he lived. So that was his little slide, you know. So it's basically, as soon as I let go of the slide button, he'll stop the animation. So I can go, you can barely see it. Whereas I'm going to show you now, this is a free spin. Show you the difference. Even if I just tap the spin button for as briefly as possible, like, you can't miss that. Like, that's so obvious that that is a real spin. So you will be able to see, if I'm sliding stuff in close proximity, like this, and it's like, you know, if it's like a real brief animation and you're not sure, then you know it's not a spin, because you would see the spin in full, no matter how briefly I've tapped the button. So I can't be sneaking any cheeky little spins through. Has anyone called you Peter Not Spin yet? They haven't. That's probably worth changing the name of the stream, to be honest. Peter Not Spin. Perfect. $10 for every time spinning is mentioned, suggests Lobrotovich. Yeah, that could work. I couldn't get into Crash. Great games, but I can't believe how hard they are, says Spum Egg Chips. Yeah, they can be tricky. Some are harder than others. Oh, yikes. Crash 4's not a good, I wouldn't say it's a good entry position. Oh, okay, that's fine. I was about to say, oh, should I use this or not? I'm not really sure. And then the decision was made for me, as I tried to jump. I'm so used to having the option of a little extra hop in the air. I've not really mentioned it on What We Playing on the podcast recently, because I don't want to become a parody of myself, even though I think that happened a long time ago. But I have actually been playing a lot of Crash Bandicoot 4 again recently. Been replaying it. Well, not replaying it. I've been on my original save file, just like mopping up. There's loads of like... There's so many gems in that game, you know? There's like the... what do you call it? The inverted modes and all that kind of stuff, but yeah. You know, so... Not only am I having to remember not to spin... Okay, well that was a mask that hit him, so that's fine. But I'm also having to remember that I can't do an extra jump in the air. If I slide into there, TNT might land on my head. Can I? I can't. Okay. What if I... Yes, into the background. Haha! It's one of my favourite tracks that they redid, actually, in this version of the game. Thank you very much. Important correction. Oh, is there an important correction? Oh, you've got us up to the 69. Very good. Thank you very much. Important correction. That is important. Look at us. We've nearly made $200, everyone. You guys always come out big, don't you? Here we go. Just enjoy the... Not big on Crash 4, feels unnecessarily hard, says Distorted Chick. Yeah, I mean... I enjoyed it, but I think only because of the... Oh, I've got a blue gem from a previous playthrough. I'm not riding that. I've enjoyed it with the sort of like the groundwork already laid by previous Crash games, whereas, you know, if I was new to it, it looks great. soundtrack's really good. Although again, it's like best enjoyed if you, you know, there's some really like cool little leitmotifs in there from previous. Oh, a flip is not a spin. I'm telling you that. A flip is not a spin. Yeah, there's a lot to like about it, but... Okay, there goes my mask. I feel like these masks are going to come in very useful today. Because they do defeat enemies in the same way that a spin would. Or if we have to spin through, like, TNT or something, we'll just use the mask instead. Yeah, there's a lot to like about Crash 4, but it is a very difficult game, especially to 100% it. I mean, I do consider myself quite good at Crash Bandicoot games, especially when I'm allowed to use the entire controller and not set myself silly constraints like this that make it difficult to even just do a simple jump across a gap, even though that is not affected at all by use of spinning. But the mere pressure and the constraints placed upon me make it difficult to even do basic jumping, I feel. But yeah, normally, I feel like I'm quite good at Crash. And yet I have not even come close to 100% in Crash 4. Because there's all the gems to get, and there really are a flipping ton of them. And then on top of that, you have to, I don't know if it, I guess it must contribute to the 100% counter. There's the insanely perfect run, where you have to get all the way to the end of the level and grab every box, and probably do other stuff as well. I don't know exactly everything you have to do, but it's not good. It's just super difficult. I don't know which way to go here. I mean, both ways will lead you to the end, but I don't know which is the most spinless, friendly route. But yeah, Crash 4 is tough. And even the earlier games, I can understand how people would find them difficult. I think Crash 3 is probably the easiest. Certainly Crash 1 is the hardest of the original trilogy. I don't think anyone would doubt that. Not sure which is easier out of Crash 2 and 3, but certainly I find 3 easier, but that is almost certainly because I've played it so much more. Didn't actually have Crash 2 as a kid. I remember playing it. I remember I've got family in Germany, which I've mentioned before on videos and stuff, but we used to go and, well, we still go and see them often, like we go and visit them. And I remember once, just for some reason, just me and my mum were going out to Germany, and not the rest of the family. And we were on our way to, it may have been the airport, but I don't know why, we were like stopped on the way in the UK, like on the drive. So that makes me think that maybe we were going via the Channel Tunnel, and we were like driving all the way down the country, and that's why we felt the need to stop. But we stopped at this pub, and in the pub, they had a PS1 set up in a little sort of kid-friendly area. And they had Crash 2 there, and it was the first time I played it. And I'd played Crash 1, and I think I'd played at least the demo of Crash 3, if not, like, the full game. And, man, like, the polar bear level, I thought was great. The one where you're chased by the polar bear in Crash 2. That was, like, a revelation to me. And that's a really vivid memory I have. I was probably only, I don't know, 7 maybe? And I sat in this pub. And I played Crash 2 for the first time. And I didn't play it again for years. Still didn't get a copy of it afterwards. Oh, this is... like, this pit is so much easier when you can spin. It's just the doddle. You just mash the spin button and they can't hurt you. But having to slide all over the place like that... oh no. How many are going to be in here? And also, if I could do a spin high jump, I would be able to get out of here without even defeating them. I'll show you. Again, this is a free spin. I like to show you these things. So, without using the mushroom, which only appears after you defeat all the enemies, if I do a spin high jump like that, you can get out. But if I do just a regular slide jump, you can't. So yeah, you have to defeat all the moles to get out of there, which involves skidding into them all. You probably can jump on their heads too, but that seems like it would be even trickier. God, I'm so old. Peter had played Crash 3 when he was 7. In what year did it come out? 1998? So, I mean, when it came out, I will have been 6. But I didn't play it until later. Didn't get it straight away. Or maybe I did. I don't really remember when exactly I got it, how old I was when I... Oh, now this is going to be tricky. This might be our first major roadblock, because normally... So we're going to encounter some... Oh. We're going to encounter some, like, wooden fences that normally you can spin through. If you're running at them, just hit spin, you don't even stop moving. You just destroy them as you go past them. But, yeah, we'll definitely be able to skid underneath them if we have to. Like, some of them just have a gap underneath them, and some of them are full length, I think. And I assume we can slide through them in the same way as... Same way as you would with a spin. We'll find out when we hit one. Oh! Didn't even grab the fruit. There's no point in me doing that because I'm not going for these gems and I've already got them. Oh. Alright, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Can I break it though? Oh, yes I did. Huh. Well, I can't do that. I'll do a little hop. But we can't get the life, sadly. I tried to play Crash games when the Sane Trilogy came out. The only one I properly played was Wrath of Cortex. Ah, yeah. I streamed that one, didn't I? Not so long ago. That was a bit of a chore. Oh, screw this. I was 1 when Crash 3 was released as Forgotten Media. Oh! You know, I forgot where I was then. I thought I was in one of the jungle levels. I was like, yeah, run forwards. And then I saw the pit, too late. No, we're running down. Downwards. Rubbish. Okay, it's all broken. God, I'm not paying per life as well. That would be really bad. I wouldn't mind doing that with a game I'm a bit more familiar with, like doing a charity thing where every time I die in a game, I have to, you know, pay $5 or something, like if I did it in a Spyro game. But I honestly think if I'm careful... Oh, this isn't the fence level. It must be a later boulder one. If I was careful, I probably just wouldn't end up... Certainly if it was Spyro 1, I could probably get through that with maybe like 1 or 2 deaths. I feel like if I was being careful. You know, I'm always like dropping lives and stuff when I stream those games normally, and I'm just sort of running around. But he's just too good, says Labrotovich. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly right. No, yeah, I would definitely have to focus, but. And then it feels like, oh, are you then just being stingy, saying like, oh, well, I don't want to donate to charity, so I'm going to try really hard so I don't have to give any money. So yeah, it would feel a bit like, I don't know. So we don't have to spin him. Oh, yeah, we do, actually. Oh, no, oh, no. I was just about to say we don't have to spin him at all in this. You just wait till he gets hit by the nitro. But, yeah, you do have to do that. So he gets hit by the nitros, and then is it enough to jump on his head? Am I gonna have to body slam him? I don't know, just a little hop will do it. Do a charity stream when the new Dark Pictures game comes out. Make a donation whenever Ashton kills someone. Oh my god, we'll bankrupt the company. Oh. Oh, I didn't get him. This is, again, it's a lot harder to do when you can't just hit that square button. Might do a little high jump next time to try and get up there. We will though. We'll do the next Dark Pictures game when it comes out, and Supermassive. Right. There we go. Got him. One more. Okay. Oh! Don't like that. Oh! Got him. In fact, I might have slid him there, I think. Next Dark Pictures game released is still TBA, yeah, I know. So we'll have to see. We'll see what happens with that. That's not the time to do a TP does Dark Souls stream then. Yeah, I mean, we've talked for a while about, or we did talk for a while about, I think it was more of a Vidiots idea about doing a sort of Ben teaches us how to play Dark Souls games, and you know that could be potentially an idea. It might be more of a rules boss thing, but then we've did a Lies of P rules boss challenge. Probably not. I won't do big plugs in a charity stream, but yeah, it's all rules boss is all available on Patreon for those who want to look at it, and main menu too. But perhaps today consider donating to charity. Got $5 lying around. Mikey's already become a Dark Souls master since then, so you're next TP. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, I thought I could slide into those head on at all times, but I gotta wait for his little spikes to go away. Oh! Stop. Yeah. It's giving me sympathy masks. When this game first came out, I thought, hey, it looks amazing. And, I mean, it does look good compared to the original by certain metrics, but, you know, not by others in some ways. Like, I don't like these weirdly anatomically correct hedgehogs that are coming at me compared to how they were in the first game. They just sort of, like, slid around a little bit, but now they've got, like, a proper running animation, which is... No, it feels kind of weird. Oh no!
Yeah.
That's Jack D. Bradshaw, who has donated. I'll read the message in just a moment when I'm not struggling. Oh, a little sympathy checkpoint as well. Thank you, game. Very kind. Right, is this a slide jump job? Yes, it is. Okay. See, these are... I normally spin those on the way down rather than jump. There we go. I didn't get any of the fruit though. There we go. Jack Bradshaw with a donation there. Thank you very much. It was a very generous $20. Ahoy, hoy, Pete and gang. Hope you're well. It sucks to see what's going on in Palestine right now, but it's dark. But in the darkest of times, it's amazing to see people stand up and help one another. Thank you for raising money for an amazing cause, Free Palestine. Absolutely. Thank you very much. Yeah, a few people have asked about Alone in the Dark. I think we decided we didn't want to do any more. Basically, we did one session of it, and we just found it quite draining and boring. And we thought, you know, we don't want to do that with our time. And frankly, it's not very entertaining for you guys to, you know, like watch some people who are kind of falling asleep a little bit. So. I mean, sometimes it's entertaining to watch people play a game that they think is awful, but it has to be the right kind of awful. As Ben and I have discovered over many, many years of playing terrible video games on the internet, you know, we're always very careful about which games we choose for worst games ever. It can't just be any old game that has been rated badly. Like, for example, I'm trying to think of an example now. Actually, we've got stuff in our list. That's things that have been submitted, and some of them are, you know, like, congratulations to the person for finding terrible video games, but it's like, can we actually play that for half an hour on the internet and like entertain an audience for 30 whole minutes? You know, sometimes the answer is no. Oh, flip's sake. God, what now? Okay, I'll do. Just leave the rest to blow up. But, you know, playing something like Kong Skull Island, which was hilariously bad, at least for one session anyway, then, you know, that's fine. But, you know, people like watching us kind of be tortured by stuff like that, but I think it's probably less entertaining to watch us go, what do we do now? Boring. Oh, sugar. Really swore there. Who needs spinning when you've got this? Let's try not spinning. That's a good trick. So we're not bringing back Gollum either. Well, we'll see. Timmy Whiff has gifted a sub to the community. It's gone to PS You Love Me. Thank you, Timmy Whiff. That's your 18th gift to the channel. Very, very good of you. Thank you very much. I used to wonder for a very long time why this level was called Air Crash. It sounds like it's going to be a plane level, which you don't get until Crash 3, but, oops, little fish got me. But it's because you jump on a lot of ramps in this level. That's basically it. That's it. You get some sick air. I'm going to put the accidental spin counter at approximately 4 so far. Is that reasonable? Given that I did a couple of intentional spins near the start and one out of the pit to show you, the mole pit. And I'm told I've had at least 2 unconscious spins described. So if we call it 4, then hey. I'll do $5 a spin. Need to quantify this now, right? Can't just leave it. Leave it as a mystery amount. I'm sure you'll all go to the tape on it, but for now, that's what I'm going to assume. I've not been back to this game since Crash 4 came out, and honestly, it shows what a good job. Toys for Bob, wasn't it? Did 4, yeah. It shows what a good job Toys for Bob did with the movement in that game. I mean, I know this one, like, there was a oh, I'm doing so well that the death run is there, which we're not following. Oh, well, there goes my mask. Yeah, like to a certain extent, there was a limit to what Vicarious Visions could do with this game because it had to feel like the old game. So you know, if it's like rooted in a different video game, then you don't want to innovate too much. But you know, when given free rein, Toys for Bob have really slickened up, if that is a word, the way that you platform around in Crash Bandicoot. You know, it is so much improved. And at the time, you know, it wasn't entirely popular because it was different, and people sat down with Crash 4 and wanted it to have Crash Trilogy muscle memory, and it wasn't quite there. It was still pretty good, like considering they'd come up with a whole new movement system, or they'd remade the classic movement system and innovated on it. It was still pretty good, but we only left one box at the beginning. None of it matters. We've got all the gems on this save file. I think I've got them all. Maybe I haven't actually. I probably haven't. I bet some of the later ones we've not got. Certainly don't have a lot of relics. I think I've only got 8 of them. Well, I'm not hitting every box, but I'm doing an okay job navigating this level. I'm normally quite bad at these ones. Hey! Blizzard Albany. Ah, rip. Poor old VV. It'll be interesting to see 1 to 3 with the art style and controls they use for 4, but I know that'd be a huge undertaking of basically fully remaking all 3. Ooh, they went back in there. Yeah, it'd be a big undertaking for something that probably wouldn't make enough money to justify it, because the purists, the Crash 3 purists, wouldn't want to play. Oh, sorry, the Crash Trilogy purists wouldn't want to play, you know, a version that was updated like that, and then people who aren't Crash Trilogy purists might not be interested in going back to the trilogy anyway. So you sort of lose out on both counts. Right, this might be the level where they don't kill you, but they slow you down. We have these fences to deal with. Let's see. Oh, yikes. Okay. Oh. Well, that's an electric fence, but am I making it up? There's like kind of cross wooden things to deal with in one of these levels. Maybe it's the one with the bear. This might be the one with the bear actually as well. Might start with boulders and become bear. Can't remember. No. That's a later one. Oh no. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Slide jump will do it. Oh god. Oh. I may never get past these 2 pits. There we go. That's how you do it. Then you fall down the next one. Okay. Go. No, stop. Stop it. I want to, I sort of want to be slide spinning as well. I think that means you move faster in a forward direction. I'll do a little experiment with a free spin in a minute. I can't remember if it applies in this game, but the it's the best place to test it. Speaking of bears, does Emma still live in the streaming room? She does. The reason... Oh, why do I keep doing that? I need to spin across there. Slide across there. Not spin. The reason you might not have seen Emma so much recently is because she's normally, like, within arm's reach, just sort of down next to the sofa. But she has recently been sort of covered with a pile of props for the video game that we're making. We're making an FMV style video game, for those of you who didn't know that. And we bought all sorts of costumes and props and things, and we basically just dumped them in a pile on top of Emma. Or around Emma. Around Emma. Oh! Slid into the trigger. Alright, yeah, so let me just... this is a free spin. This is for demonstration purposes only. So, this is your running speed. This is your sliding speed, but obviously there's a little stop between each slide before you start running again. But if you... Yeah, see? He even leans forward as he does it to illustrate. So that is a superior way of running. So in levels like this, again, being able to spin, we're back onto illegal spin mode now. Being able to spin would be really useful, but we can't do it. It's how all the time trials are done and how the speedrunners do it. In fact, they do even crazier things. They do like strange, like glitchy movement mechanics. But yeah, you want to navigate through Crash quickly. The old slide spin is how it's done. Oh, so you have to stop and do a belly flop on those to break them. A slide would have done it, I suppose. Oh, will the boulder break any of this? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not going for the gems. Stop it. Okay, we made it. In fact, let me see if I've got the photo of Emma that I took the other day. So, those of you who don't know... Oh yeah, I do have it. Alright, hang on. I will remember to change back to gameplay mode, but I do have to show you this. Don't know why I didn't tweet it, to be honest, but this wasn't anything to do with the game that we're making. This was to do with the D&D stream that we did that was led by Kat, our writer, for the 300,000 subscriber celebration. I was a druid, and I knew, I was like, I might be able to go into like beast form, beast mode, wild form, wild shape, whatever the flip it's called in this campaign. So I was like, okay, it was a one-shot. So I grabbed a couple of props ahead of time and put them under my table. I was like, these will come in handy. So I grabbed the walrus mask that we own and Emma. I was like, I might want to turn into a walrus. I might want to become a bear. If I become a bear, I can just put Emma in my seat and I can go and stand behind the camera or something. Anyway, when all the props were returned to the live streaming room, our editor, Kieran, I think it was Kieran, happened to take Emma and the walrus mask back into the streaming room. And this is what he did. Oh, it's bad. I don't like it. So there you go. That should have been on social media, really. I'll post that later if I remember. But that's what happened. Hey, look at me going back to the correct screen before I resume the game. Okay, that was Crash Crush. The Eel Deal. We're going into the sewers now. We're still raising money today for Creators for Palestine. We are currently at $219.69. If you're able to give, it is a very good cause, collection of causes. Let me tell you again what it all goes towards as an over. It's the Creators for Palestine is like an umbrella campaign that is supporting Palestine Children's Relief Fund, Medical Aid for Palestinians, United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees in the Near East, and Heal Palestine. So your money goes to all these good humanitarian causes to help people who are in need in the war zone over there. So if you're able to give, please do. And if you're not, don't worry about it. See, this is where a glitched spinning high jump would be useful, because we could cross these pits with some extra safety. Ooh. Ow! Tetsueo subscribed. Ooh, 43 months on a Teeper Peeper stream. Indeed. Thank you very much for your 43 months there. Teeper Weeper, Chimney Sweeper, had a wife but couldn't keep her. How does that go? What's the second bit? Had another, didn't love her, shoved her in the wall cavity or something. What is it? Someone Google that. It's a charming nursery rhyme about domestic abuse and a man who kills his wife. You know, really like lovely, wholesome Victorian stuff, like it all often is. Eeper Weeper, Chimney Sweeper, had a wife but couldn't keep her. Had another, didn't love her. Put her in the chimney cover or something. I can't remember the end of it. Probably just as well, because it's horrid. Eeper Weeper. Oh yeah, up the chimney he did shove her. God. Horrid. Which interestingly is related to Peter Peter Pumpkin Eater. How does that go? That apparently is similar. It says like he put her in a pumpkin shell or something, and it's like one interpretation is he killed her and put her inside a pumpkin or something. I don't really know. Lovely stuff. Eeper Weeper or Heeper Peeper is an English nursery rhyme and skipping song that tells the story of a chimney sweeper who kills his second wife and hides her body up a chimney. Peter Peter Pumpkin Eater had another, didn't love her. Peter learned to read and spell, and then he loved her very well. Oh, well, that's it. He just wasn't educated enough to love his wife. They do teach it. In your third year at school, maybe he left in after 2. I got married in a Church of England church with a Church of England vicar. I was actually raised Catholic. My family are Irish Catholics originally, or on one side they are. But I'm not gonna be able to get that. Oh no, I hope I can get through these. Oh, this is where spinning challenges come to die, because sometimes boxes are in your way on here. And here's a free spin, just to show you the mechanic. You can spin on here, and sometimes you have to spin in order to get past like a box like that. Now that one I can get past because it's not part of the main pathway, but we might actually just not be able to finish this level. I can't remember if there are any sort of obstacle boxes. There are other monkey bar levels coming up later on as well, so we'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, I got married C of E, and the vicar, before we got married, typically, it didn't really happen because it was COVID times, but typically he would do little like pre-marriage sessions. I don't know if they were group sessions and that you would have to go with like 2 or 3 other couples, but he would kind of like talk to you for a bit about like what a good marriage is and stuff. So maybe that's what Peter Pumpkin Eater Weeper should have gone to. Because when he learned to read and spell, then he loved her very well. So he just needed to go to school. C of E school. Can I slide into this boy? Yes, thank goodness. I've amended it for Ben. Pen Botter bought a bit of butter, but he said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. Then he bought a bit of butter better than the bitter butter, made his bitter batter better, so 'twas better. Pen Botter bought a bitter better butter. There you go. There's an older Scottish version. Peter, my neeper, had a wife and he could not keep her. He pat her in the wall and let the mice eat her. So there's 3 different versions of these people doing bad things to their wives. As if it wasn't bad enough that one of them stuck her up at the chimney. They were like, oh yeah, there's also one where he did something with a pumpkin, whatever it was. And another one put her in the walls with the mice. Horrid. Come on, Komodo bros. I get, like, unnecessarily frustrated when I hear people in the Crash fandom refer to these guys as the Komodo brothers, which I know, obviously, bros is an abbreviation of brothers. Of course it is. It's like the Super Mario brothers, or the Super Mario bros. But surely, there's like... it's like an alliterative, or it's like an assonance thing. Komodo bros, you know? Komodo bros. Don't call them the Komodo brothers. They are the Komodo bros. I have decided. I am Peter Naughty Dog. I am John Activision. And this is my decree. It's Bros, the boy group. Yeah, Komodo Bros. Oh! Okay. Well. Now, the Scottish one suggests she was alive when he put her in the wall. So, was she also still alive when she was shoved up the chimney? Asks Trolling Badger. Does the Scottish one suggest that? Peter my neeper had a wife and he couldn't keep her. He put her in the wall and let the mice eat her. Not necessarily. She may have been dead. I hope she was. I'd rather be eaten dead than eaten alive. Just to really, you know, bring the mood down, I read a thing the other day about someone who was attacked by a swarm of rats in the night. This is an old story. It's not like, it wasn't in recent news. It was some years ago. Like a swarm of rats came while they were asleep, which apparently they will do. Like, there are reports of them doing it to like people who can't, you know, people who are drunk or like babies and stuff. Have I been here before? I have, haven't I? Because I've just done the Komodo Bros. They mostly come at night. Mostly. Yeah, you're right. Right, there's Tiny Tiger. Plant food. Yeah, perhaps we should move on from the haunting, harrowing image of being eaten alive by rats. I've played Dishonored, and I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't want it to happen to me. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo says it's okay to hold a tiger's toe until it squeals. Well, yeah, it does. Oh, these I forgot. These hippos make a Billy Ray Walrus sound. You have to listen carefully next time we stand on them. Oh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, unfortunately, once had different lyrics which are racially charged. Well, not just racially charged, just contain the worst possible word. So it's probably just as well it was changed to tiger, even though I don't recommend anyone grabs tigers by the toe. Listen for the Billy Ray sound. Okay, that's a different one. There's a whole host of sound effects. Right, here we go. That's the one. There he is. Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson was caught sort of saying it under his breath, or allegedly. He mumbled it quietly enough that there's reasonable doubt, but yeah. Okay, have I done this level before as well? I'm sure I've done this boat. Hang on a minute. Plant food. I've not fought Tiny Tiger. Sooner or later, bear down. Rotate. No, I've not done this warp room. Maybe did I test in this level when I started this, like before I started the stream? Maybe I did. Peter level repeater. Just that bonus in particular looked very similar to the previous bonus we did on Air Crash. Yeah, it can't be, because this is a different name. We talked about Air Crash last time we were on it. So, yeah, we've done Hang 8 and Air Crash. But this is different. Checkpoint, thank you, game. If you just joined us, we're raising money today. Creators for Palestine. So you can donate by going to triplej.merp/charity. And there's a link being posted. See, being able to spin in that instance would be very useful. I'm having to get enough height that when he tries to bite me, I can get on top of his head. It's not easy. Oh, I just slid into the water there, I think. Tricky. And I can't do the old high jump either, because that also involves spinning. So it's just tough. In fact, I think last time I was here I used my mask, didn't I? Can I? I might be able to do that if I need to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get past this guy without a mask. Give it a go. But he has the high ground. It's over, Crash. Oh, I have the high ground. You underestimate my slide. Aha! It's 420, everyone. I don't think I'll activate the old 420 animation, given that it's a charity stream. It is 420, which is the sex number. And we're aiming for 420 this week. That's our first goal. Across several streams. Ben won't be streaming tomorrow, of course, because he is on his Hollyplops. But every other day this week there will be a live stream. Ashton will be streaming on Wednesday. That'll be your next chance to donate live. But by all means, donate in the meantime if you can, if you'd like to, if you're able. And it's the old joint stream on Thursday with just me and Ashton. And then James Jenkins will be streaming on Friday. Aww. I'll go back. Yeah, Team Chaos joint stream. It's going to be chaotic. I assume we're going to stream in Minecraft, which we often do actually when we do charity streams anyway, even when we've not been doing an actual Minecraft playthrough at the time. Play that last level in Pico Park. Yeah, it might take us all the full 2 hours. God, Pico Park, I mean, that was insane. That last half hour, because it was about half an hour or more of that stream, was hysterical in every sense of the word. Oh, look out for these plant boys. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, could have used that mask. Hang on. There we go. Do I kill the plant? No, let's just go for it. Oh yeah, I should have killed the plant. Can I get out? No. Alright, well, let's see if I can manage this. Probably not. No, absolutely not. Okay. So I've got to kill 4 plants to get through here. Okay. Slide hop. Slide hop. Okay, got him. Hey, I'm making some pretty good headway here. We've had 420, so got about 40 minutes left of the stream. Do I think I'm going to get through every level? I'm trying to remember how many more are. Oh no. Probably not going to get through the whole game, I don't think. Purely just on a time basis, but I'll give it a go. Best friends streaming while their work colleague is away. Yeah, that's right. I'll have to build something for Ben to discover. Let's just have a look at... So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 levels, 1 boss. Oh yeah, and then there's going to be more because there's engine up here. 4 levels. Let's just say 5, including the boss. And then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Means I've only got about 2 minutes on each level. I somehow doubt it's all gonna happen, but we'll do our very best. Hey, once I got over the itchy spin finger that constantly wanted to press the button, you know, it started to go okay now, I would say. Can I spin this man? Well, I can spin under him, that's fine. I meant slide. Both instances. Okay, there goes my mask. Would have been useful. Oh no! What you should do is not build anything for Ben to find, but spend the whole stream alluding to the secret you made for him. Yeah, we should. That's a good idea. Gaslighting our colleague. Oh! What that is. have done this before, and it's been bad. Problem is, hang on. Let me keep meaning to change my output folder / settings on the game capture software, because what it does is it's constantly recording what you're doing, even if you're not actually recording, so that if you then press the record button, it goes back and it has everything already. It's like on a PS5, you can hit the share button and it records your whole session. But every time I use this software, I get that alert because it's like it's outputting to a drive that doesn't have a lot of space left on it, and it's like it's creating like a 20 gig video file of everything I've played so far, and then I get an alert every single time saying running low on drive E or whatever it is. So all I have to do is close the software and it deletes that file, and then we restart again and it's fine. I've got loads of space left, but yeah. Oh no, I've got to stop doing that. I've got to ride it all the way around. Okay. There's a yellow gem in the middle, which I don't want to ride. Make a fake wall and then brick him up in it when he comes back. Poe style. We can make a special Eeper Weeper Chimney Sweeper experience for him. Big pumpkin patch. A few mice. Are there mice in the game yet? There's pretty much every other animal. Let me up. Since the early slip-ups, have we had any rogue spins? I'm not sure we have, right? No, I don't think we have. I think the only spins we've done are where I've said, I'm going to show you something now for if you're not familiar with the game, and I've, like, given myself a spin just to show you, but... No, I think that's sort of what I was saying earlier, that other than a couple of ones in the first level where I was clearly just pressing the square button at regular intervals. Oh, see, I needed the mask to get through there, because normally I think you have to... oh yeah, you have to fire that robot into it, and he keeps respawning, I think, as we're going to have to do here. There you go. I think I'll respawn. Yeah, fine. Nice. I'm thinking, by the way, of doing a little watch-along video. I really like doing those, and I keep discovering things that I think would be really fun to watch on... I just have to abuse... Damn it, mask abuse this, I think. Yeah. Keep discovering things that I'm like, oh, this would be fun to watch on a stream. Because it's, like, weird or wonky or kind of a bit obscure and, you know, that kind of thing. And then I'm like, oh, but it's not very Christmassy. And it's not very Halloween-y, which are typically the two times that I do my sort of retro TV viewings. But you know, I think it could be quite fun to do perhaps a summer one or a yeah. It wouldn't have to be themed necessarily, because there's a couple of things that I can think of that I can't come up with what would make a good theme or what would make them, what would be a good time of year, I guess, for them to be shown, like a relevant time of year. So it would just be whenever. So perhaps we'll do that. Fun fact, bandicoots can actually swim, says Dan Lockie. Okay, well, that's good to know. What are we going to watch, and will it scare me, says Lord Brotovich. Well, if it would... There'll be some stuff we can watch If there's any scary stuff, I probably would save that for Halloween. Like in the past, I've done like kids' TV that was intentionally or unintentionally scary. Oh yeah, you gotta charge in this one. There's some of these gaps. But yeah, there might be some stuff that, like, we watched a little bit of The Adventures of Tom Thumb, it was called, and it was that stop motion, like, really weird thing where, oh, I thought I did a charge there, maybe not. Where there's like a boy who, I think was he grown in a lab, or he was kidnapped by scientists and put in a lab, or I don't remember how it went, but anyway, it turned out that I kind of thought that it was... Is it not the square? I'm pressing the square button. My spin button's not even working anymore, it's gone to sleep. Maybe it's circle to charge. Do a little test. I'm trying to charge, because you need to run fast to get over this gap. Is it square? No, square. Oh yeah. What? You just did it then? I'm sure it's square. I'll try circle. Weird. Right, yeah, it's circle. Jeez. I thought square did it as well, but maybe not. So yeah, we watched that, but it turned out, although I thought it was kind of meant to be aimed at like the whole family, it was more, it was meant to be, it was like intentionally like a more mature thing, I think, in the end. So I don't think we watched much more of that. I didn't jump. Oh, I made it though. I mean, I didn't charge. So we could watch more than that. I now own the full thing on DVD. I bought it. So I'd quite like to do maybe just like a stop motion day, because there's all sorts of like interesting like claymation stuff that I like that is like pretty obscure. You know, you talk of claymation and people think of all the same things. You know, it's like Aardman and maybe a bit of like Cosgrove Hall people might be familiar with, which isn't actually clay. It's sort of like rubber skin around an exoskeleton, I think. But you know, that sort of thing, like stop motion, I guess, not necessarily claymation. But there's some like really interesting stuff out there, and some of it is like really weird. There are a couple of good claymation, I think they are, not just stop motion. Pied Piper of Hamelin, like creepy versions. So we could watch those, and then we could watch some more or all of Tom Thumb. And I really like Terry Pratchett's Truckers, which I wasn't familiar with before. I just sort of discovered it and bought the full set of it. Well, it's like 13 mini episodes. It's like a little claymation thing based on a Terry Pratchett book that I wasn't particularly familiar with. I'd sort of heard of it, but I didn't really know what it was about. And I really liked it. So, yeah, maybe we'll do... Shame, actually. We could have done it in May. While Ben does... Or April, maybe. May or April, we could have done Claypril. Whoops. Oh. Yeah, all of the A-sounding months are gone now. We should have done it this month. Play May. Still could. Next week's stream is still in May, isn't it? Or I think I've got one more May stream left. Hey, if I can be bothered to get everything ready at short notice, which I can't promise that I can. Play May, June, yeah. Would you be able to get away with showing episodes of Reboot, says Scarf of Jericho? I wish. I don't think I would. Reboot is just there. That's my Reboot box set next to my Beast Wars, which is there. That there is Ubos, the Ultimate Book of Spells. which was a hand-drawn, like traditionally animated. I think it was a Canadian cartoon, or it may be one of those shows that was like co-funded by Canada and British TV. It was set in like a wizard school. It was a lot like Harry Potter. And it came out after Harry Potter, but I loved that show. It was one of my favourite shows on TV at the time. Yeah, it is bank holiday next week, Sprout Stuff. And actually, sometimes I do just work on a bank holiday and I do my stream anyway, but this upcoming one, I might have to... Oh no. I might have to actually have the day off because we've got people staying that weekend, and I'm not sure if they'll have slung their hooks by Monday. If they have, then I'll probably do my stream regardless, and we could potentially do Claypril. Not Claypril. Clay May. I'm not making any promises that we will do it next week, because as I say, I might not be streaming anyway, and even if I am, it might be a bit of a faff to get everything ready in time. But if we can't think of a rhyming pun, it doesn't matter. Yeah, like a rhyming thing. We'll do it soon. You don't have to wait until next April for me to do it. Claymation. Yeah, that's it. August. Bank Holiday Monday, says Elmat Nerico. Yeah, indeed. Let me just catch up on the old alerts. Roll credits, subscribed via Prime. Welcome to the Walrus Clan. Thank you for taking a chance on us with your old Amazon Prime thingy there. You know, that thing. Subscription. Your Twitch Prime. Thank you very much indeed. I'll just double check the old... I keep saying the old today. I don't know why. I'm not really in the habit of doing that, except today. Nothing on the old donations feed there, but we've still got 20 minutes left of the stream. I know times are tough at the moment for everyone, so there's no pressure or expectation on anyone to donate. But if you can, if you're able, you can head to TripleJump.com/charity. There we go. That's what I've been talking about the whole stream. Oh no, can't stop and spin anything. Fortunately, I can slide through those fences without any issue, so that's good. I was a bit worried about those before. Normally you would spin through them, but that's fine. TripleJ.merc/ that's ju.mp / charity. That's how you can donate today. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm dead. It's greatest for Palestine.
Yeah.
Help us out. That's a year from Drew. Thank you very much, Drew. I'm obviously not in a position to read the message out just yet, but if you bear with me. Did you get it? Did you get it? Then, oh, he's very close. Oh no, even jumping was enough for him to get me. Whoa! Let's read that alert there from Drew, which was a very generous 1420. Thank you very much. Free Palestine, indeed. Hey, what better message could there be? Here we go. Oh, I don't think I actually touched that. That seems a bit unfair. Oh no, I did touch that one. Bear's catching up with me as well. This game, well, the original game had adaptive difficulty. Actually, did Crash 2 have adaptive? Probably. Don't see why they would put it into the first game and not into later ones, but certainly Crash 1 had adaptive difficulty so that things like the boulder would go slower and slower the more that you died on the boulder chase levels. And I imagine they probably did the same thing in this game, Crash 2. But whether it was carried forward into the insane versions of either Crash 1 or 2, I can't remember. But, you know, they did keep things like sympathy masks and sympathy checkpoints, so that's all part of the adaptive difficulty. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Flip you. I don't need your lives. Look, I've got 28 of them. In fact, I best destroy the... There might be some nitros on this route ahead of me. So I will just... If you're not familiar with Crash games, those green exclamation mark crates detonate every nitro in the entire level. Oh, the little lizards jump over the boxes. I've never noticed that before. Oh no, too soon. Too early. Did I get the checkpoint after detonating the nitros? Don't know. And we may find out if I run into a wall of nitros as I come along here. Okay, that's an old zapper there. An old zapper. Oh no, that's... Ah, okay. So, yes, this is tricky. Usually, you would spin your way through the fence and immediately follow it up with a slide under the electric thing. But I, on the other hand... Ooh, oh, I might be able to do that, actually. Yeah, I probably will, if I've got time. He's coming. Oh my god. Okay, that was one solution. Okay, no danger here, because I can't spin on this guy anyway. Can you charge when you're on this? Well, I pressed it and I blew up, so I'm not sure. I wonder if you can charge really fast like you can when you're... Oh, you can. Just leave him in your dust. Oh, die. Let's not do the charging anymore. Well, I can say pretty categorically that we will not be completing every level today. That was never the intention, though. I quite carefully worded the tweets that we put out before the stream began and said, how much of Crash 2 can I complete without spinning? It was never... Peter attempts to complete all of Crash 2 without spinning, which was purely based on time. I don't think it's impossible. I think you can do it. All the way up to the final boss, and then you just do a little bit of spinning in the boss fight, which is not, you know, at least you're not spinning on foot. You're just spinning on a jetpack, which is not a standard Crash Bandicoot ground spin. So, right, this level doesn't need any spins at all. You just trick him into... Oh. Oh, the fuse on that is longer than I remember. Follows you wherever you go. So you have to bait him into a red one. Sprout Stuff, thank you for donating to Palestine Children's Relief Fund. Oh, is that a specific... Have you... I don't know if that's just what all the alerts say, or if you're able to, like, choose exactly which of the individual charities it goes to. I've not noticed whether it's been saying that the whole time or not. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. But either way, thank you for donating to the cause. Very generous $10. Thank you very much indeed. And a little... Is that a tiger emote? It's so small on my... On the thing where I can check. Okay. Oh no. You don't know Sprout stuff. Well, in that case, it probably has just been saying the same thing for everyone. It might be left over from when, like, this original campaign on Tiltify did used to be specifically for the Children's Relief Fund. So it may have said that to begin with, and they've just not changed it. Yes, Tiny Tiger is my son. Tiny Tiger's my dad, that's why I'm called Tiny Peter. I took my dad's first name, as so many good white boys do. Not just white boys. Whoa! Tiny Junior, that's it. I've never been very good at this boss fight. This is something that I'm happy to admit I've always been a bit bad at. I understand the principle, but sometimes I fail to act upon it. Yeah, you might be my grandparents, perhaps, if it's possible. Okay, let's do this last one. So I need to jump onto the red as it's on its sort of last little... Blah, 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 blah. Just keep going round. There we go. Oh no, he didn't go for it. Oh, and I got him. Oh, he was doing his death animation. Sometimes you expect him to jump diagonally. And he doesn't. He's not quite caught up with you. But that's okay. Like, come on, Tiny. Oh no. Oh, he really took me by surprise there. I thought he was going to the left side one, not the corner. Okay. Oh, I didn't get him. Right, there he goes. Okay. We'll do it this time. This is the one. Just like the last level of Pico Park was the one. Or the penultimate level, actually, wasn't it? Oh. I'm panicking. No! It's like you're trying to keep track of him, and the one that he's on, and the one he's going to jump to next, and the one that you are on, and the one that's flashing red, and how long before it falls, because you can't just get him to... Whoops. You can't just get him to stand on the red one, because if he jumps off it before it drops, then... You know, you're just spinning a lot of plates, and every single sort of component is... Oh, he clipped me in the air there. Every individual part of... Okay, well that was interesting. Every individual part of this boss fight is not tricky in and of itself, but doing all of them at the same time, it does get me. Oh, alright. Oh, come on. We've got a little free one out of him there, and then I just missed my destination. My depth perception's all over the place now. I'm just really messing up here. I was gonna say, let's get this boss fight out of the way, and then we'll be able to do like a couple more levels before the end of the stream. But at this rate, this might be the final boss. being indecisive in midair, and I'm sort of like not even jumping towards any one in particular. I'm jumping towards the gap between them. Right. That's one. Right, that's two. And now I just keep moving. Try and direct him towards the one. Although, honestly... Oh, that was it. Have I done it? Oh! Yikes. I did it. Crash actually spins in his little victory animation, doesn't he? You have to pay for all those as well. Maybe I do. Well, up we go. I wonder how easy it's going to be for me to just donate now. I might have to. I think I'll do it on a separate stream. I'll do it on. I'll do it either between streams or on Wednesday's stream, because I don't necessarily want to be typing in payment information while I'm live on the internet. Even though you can't see my screen, I still gotta be safe, you know. Alright, hanging out. I don't even have the old, where's this come from? Where's this old thing come from? Don't even have the old relic on this. I wonder if I've been watching something or listening to someone who says that, and I've just sort of picked it up. Oh, okay. Well, looks like we're doing a time trial. Why not? Let me tell you, we will not be getting a gold relic, because a gold relic... Okay, well, it's fine. TP is making himself less old by calling everything else old. I think you're right. It's, I'm sort of projecting. Yeah, you would not be able to get a gold or platinum relic, which is the time trial reward, without being able to spin. Because to get the gold, and certainly to get the platinum, you have to hit every single one of the little yellow seconds boxes on your way around. It's pretty much impossible to get gold time without hitting them all. And, you know, if you're stopping to sort of skid into stuff and do body slams and things like that rather than spinning, it's not going to go well for you. Like that. Thought I was past the little slidey enemies. Well, now we've got a mask, so that's fine. Really like having to wait for this very long flamethrower at the beginning of the level. It's a lot of fun. Get out. Okay. We made it. Is there a mask? Is there a checkpoint, I mean? Down we go. Hey. Oh, is this where the run dies? The old monkey bars. So, I can get past these. Oh, can I... Yes, get past that one. Oh, look at me go. Look at me time trialing this. Yes, the speed run. God. Okay, made it. Okay. Right, well, that's what the masks are for. Oh, here we go again. Can I get past this? Yeah. Maybe this game doesn't have any that, like, actively block your path. Maybe that was more of a... Oh, what about this? Oh, yeah, just... Might have been more of a crash warped thing. It's more of a Shelbyville idea. Okay, we got there. And then we fell. I don't know if it'd be possible to get every box in this game without spinning. Like, how would you get... I guess you could... If you had a mask, you could drop on the ground and he would bounce up. Don't know. Maybe. Right. Don't like these little spiky boys. Oh, God. Jump. Crash. Jump out. Well, we're certainly attempting to prove it here that it can be done. This is prove it. Yeah, I think you can get to the end of this game without spinning. Don't think you could 100% the game without spinning. Don't know. You'd really have to look at every single crate and lab some ideas as to whether it could be done. Hey, that's another level done though. I'm doing okay here. I think it's definitely a less, what's the word? Kind of restrictive challenge to not be able to spin in a Crash game compared to not being able to flame in Spyro. You know, Spyro enemies are designed around. Some of them can only be flamed. Some can only be charged. You know, there are certain types of boxes and things that can only be opened one way or the other. Whereas in this game, generally, anything that a spin can do, you can achieve the same thing by either sliding into it or doing a little like belly flop. So yeah, but in Spyro, not being able to glide or not being able to flame. I've not done a a no charge challenge before, but that also just sounds quite tedious because it'd take ages to make your way around the level. I hate walking in Spyro. I might have to, like, if I ever do that, I might have to say, oh, I'm allowed to charge just to move around the world, but I'm just not allowed to charge any boxes or enemies. I don't know. Because it also gives you a bit of an advantage on like long jumps and long glides if you're charging into them, so I probably wouldn't be allowed to do that. But I really would like to learn one of the two glitchy exploits that can be done in either the PS1 or PS5, PS4 reignited versions of Spyro 1, in that one little bit in Haunted Towers that no matter which version you play, for slightly different reasons, you can't, well no, it's for the same reason, you can't do a flameless challenge. Because other than that one place, God, this is tricky because you're getting shot at while you're waiting for the thing. Other than that one place in Haunted Towers, the rest of the game you can get through collecting every dragon as well, flameless, until the final boss where you just flame him once. You can't 100% the game without flaming, but I would love to be able to do an 80 dragon flameless run up to the Nasty Naught boss fight in that game, and all I have to do is learn either the wizard proxy in the PS1 version of the game, which allows you to be flung into the air by one of the wizard enemies, which I've been able to do to an extent, but not with enough height. I don't know how to generate enough height from it. Or the little cheeky, like, long jump that I was trying to do in the reignited version that I had footage of me doing, which I ran at the time. I played the footage back while I was streaming, saying, look, this is possible. Oh. Yeah, so now this is what I was about to say. This bit of the level, I'm going to go for a free spin here just to demonstrate. There's this like muddy ground. In fact, is it here? Let me just try. This is a free spin. This might not even be where it comes into play. In fact, I don't think it is, but I'll try it. It is. Okay. So you press spin, and he goes into the ground, and then you can tunnel your way through the level. Now, I don't know if these levels can't be beaten without the digging mechanic. So again, this could be somewhere where we come undone. But I'm going to try and just... Okay, I mean, that's one little area, but there are several of these. And then there's another... At least one of these level types, if not two, where you there's guys with hammers and stuff, and like swarms of multiple bees rather than individual ones. I feel like if it's just going to be plants, probably. Well, there's bees as well. But you can slide them away. Yeah, I think in this level we'll be able to do it, but whether you can also do it in later ones, I don't know. But yeah, man, I'd love to try the Spyro 1 Flameless Run again at some point and like do it to full completion. Oh, the hammer guys are in this level as well. Okay. Oh no, I got stung. Can kill these bees though, so it might be better to do that rather than try and outrun them. But let's just generate another one. So. I just... Yeah, I can. Okay. I was about to say, does it not regenerate a bee if you're not near the hive? But I think it does up until the pit where the bee can't go past. Okay, well that one was that. That's done. But whether we can do the later ones, I don't know. It is now 7:05 though, so it might be time to. I feel like behaving is going to be almost impossible. You know what? Let's make that the final challenge. Behaving. We'll see if this can be done. This is where we're going to make or break our run. That's to say nothing of like whether other levels can also be completed, but I'm going to try this as the final bit of torture. I tell you what we'll do. I will try and do it legit, and if I can't, then I still have to. I still have to finish the level. Oh, that's going to be tough. I still have to finish the level, but perhaps with the use of actually spinning, which will just cost me money, and it will go to the charity. So it's a win-win here. Oh God! God.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple of alerts left to read, which I will do in due course. Oh. Yeah, I mistimed a slide there. okay. Right, these nitros you can step on because they're not real. If you climb to the top of this little staircase, it teleports you to a secret level or a special part of a level. I'm having to use all of my spinless skills now. The slides are coming into play majorly, bigly. Oh God, stressful. I'm so warm. Okay. Oh, okay. I feel I can do this. Yeah, that's right. Charity's not getting my money. It is. It's getting at least $20 because I did some spins at the start of the run. Leave me alone, bees. Oh, that's the exit. It can be done. Not the bees. Okay. It's not a very forgiving checkpoint, though. And not a very forgiving hammer man, either. What I'm going to do as well, just to give the charity the biggest chance, from now on, I'm not allowed to use any masks. If it spawns me in with sympathy masks, I'm not allowed to use them. I have to take some damage to get rid of the masks. I have to do all of this with no free masks, which I may have just done. Oh no! Oh, there was one just behind the switch, behind the trigger. Okay. I've proven it can be done. If I'd been a bit more careful there, we'd have been home and dry. Oh, it's very stressful. But hey, this is what the challenge is all about. Okay, we did it. That is behaving without spinning. Yeah! Tiny was more difficult, apparently. Yeah, a challenge in which you don't even spin him anyway. The hardest levels are the ones where spinning is already forbidden. So, there we go, everyone. Thank you to our last couple of donors, by the way. They were the old Lord Brotovich, who donated $10.80. Thank you very much indeed. And 1 in 100 who donated $10. Thank you to everyone who has donated today for a good cause. It all goes to Creators for Palestine, which is an umbrella of several causes. We will be raising money all week for this cause. You can head to triplejut.mp/charity. Whether you are here right now or you're watching the VOD during the week that it happened, or even watching the VOD in a couple of weeks time, it probably will still be live as a campaign. So check it out if you're able to. That would be much appreciated. But back to the real world live. For those watching live, you will be able to catch more charity streams on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday from Ashton Matthews, from myself and Ashton in the joint stream, and then from James Jenkins at the end of the week. So let's hit that $420 by the end of the week. Let's see if we can do it. I believe in you all. I really do. So thank you once again to everyone who's donated today for an excellent cause. You always do us proud. And thanks for being here today as my moral support through what was, in some places, quite an easy, stress-free challenge. In other places, it was frustrating because I was just bad at the game. The spinning wasn't even entering into it. I was just bad. Sometimes I did some bad spins that I shouldn't have done at the start of the game when I didn't even realize I was doing it. And at the end there, it was like proper, it was a challenge, but very stressful. So we had all sorts of, it was a real roller coaster of emotions today. So I owe the charity $20. I will donate that at some point this week. I'll try if I'll maybe hold off and I'll do it. We'll do it live. I'll do it when someone else is live. So maybe during like Ashton's stream or something on Wednesday, so that you guys can see I'm true to my word. But yeah, $20 to charity from me. So really today we have actually made four. Hang on, my screen is so small. My preview window, I can barely read that. 284.69, including my pending donation. So thank you everyone very much for that. We're well on our way to the old 420, and we'll get there, I'm sure. Well done everyone. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your Mondays, and I will see you live on Thursday. And in the meantime, you'll see Ashton Matthews on Wednesday. And stay tuned to the channel for all the usual stuff. Fantastic. Bye everyone.